As the effort has been a tough balance between the welfare of people experiencing homelessness and the concerns of Venice business owners and residents. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister has more now from the boardwalk.
Here's what the Venice Beach Boardwalk looks like today. After 5 weeks of outreach, dedicated housing resources, and cleanups, the stretch was once lined with an estimated 200 tents. Now officials say 211 people who were living out here have accepted shelter as part of what's called the Encampments to Home program. 26-year-old Nas Thomas is one of them, though she was reluctant at first.
I kind of didn't really take it serious because I just was like, how are they going to move people?
This was her boardwalk encampment. She called it the sanctuary and says it felt like home. She says abuse in her family home landed her on the streets, coming to Venice most recently from Nevada and accepting shelter to work toward regaining custody of her toddler son.
My whole fight was to get my son, and without having a house, it kind of sets me back from being with him.
An artist and animator, she's also hoping to get a job back in the food and beverage industry. She's now living in a Project Room Key hotel room along the boardwalk, saying it has its ups and downs.
Especially curfew. Curfew's at 10 o'clock, so I can't just go to the beach or, take a walk whenever I want to. But it leaves me more time to draw and to paint and really think about my foundation and what I'm going to do next.
One 20-year resident who pushed to clean up the boardwalk with the Venice Boardwalk Action Committee reacting to the results.
Cautious optimism, let's call it that. It's like night and day from a few weeks ago, so that's great. I don't know that I see a clear enforcement strategy to keep it clear.
St. Joseph Center was tasked with transitioning people off the boardwalk, reporting most of those they moved off the beach are now in temporary housing like hotel and motel rooms. The goal, though, is permanent housing. 116 are matched with those resources so far. Now comes finding the actual units for them to move into.
Obviously, there's a housing shortage in California, so now it's finding the places. Like I said, that's probably the hardest thing to do.
And Councilman Mike Bonin's office telling me the plan is for park rangers to enforce rules against camping on the beach going forward. In Venice, I'm Lauren Lister, KTLA 5 News.
Looks nice out there.
Yeah.